All right, y'all. So Diddy went to court yesterday. We're gonna see. And it's crazy because I was listening to the radio and they was saying like it's gonna take for this whole case to like roll over or for it to be completed. So I mean, he got a lot of stuff up against him, man. They even said this morning that they got 150 people that they for the jury, and one person took 25 minutes for an interview. So it's a process, but we're gonna see what's popping right now. Let me see.
All right, y'all. So yesterday I went to the first day of Diddy's trial. It was the first day of jury selection, and
Oh,
man,
so
was
she
it a
went.
long day. We were there from like 9:30 to like 6:30.
Yeah.
At night?
Yes.
Wow.
Jesus.
They went through, it was because there's a lot of jurors. There's like, I think the pool is like anywhere from like 150, 175. I believe it's 150 people big.
So you got to see the jurors.
Not all of them, but yes.
Okay.
Because we couldn't do all of them in one day, but yes. So when I first got there, first of all, it was a horrible day to have to be outside of anywhere. But I was outside and there was like tons of media press set up. So we did our intro into the fact that I'll be covering it for the latest with Lauren LaRosa. So you guys will see that on my YouTube channel. But there was a lot of media there, but not as much as I thought would be there, but I think it's because it's the first day. Once I got into the courtroom, I was told that I was already too late to go in the actual courtroom where Puff was going to be. So I went into an overflow room. So in the overflow room, all you could do was listen. So from 9:30 to like 2, maybe 1:30, I was just sitting there listening to juror after juror after juror after juror. Y'all, I felt like I was in school.
What did they do? Like interview them? Type of
Yes,
stuff?
they interviewed them.
I told y'all, man. Hey, I just heard this on the radio this morning. Like, it's gonna be a really slow process, yo. Like, it's gonna take some time, man.
So they have this list that they put together. It's a people and places list. And
Like,
then
have you ever heard No Way Out? Is that your favorite album? That type of stuff?
not those exact words, but similar to it. So they ask you, they ask people about different celebrities they know. Michael B. Jordan was on the list. Kid Cudi was on the list. Kanye West was on the list. Some of Diddy's family, including his kids, were on the list.
Did any of the jurors know any of them or no?
Yeah, there were some jurors
Really?
who knew different people. So like there was
Were they old?
It was old and young. So there was one
That's a
woman, she
good-
was an older white woman. She thought Michael B. Jordan was Michael Jordan, but she knew that it was a celebrity. There was another girl
So they
who
picked
like
her. They was like, oh, we taking her.
I'm trying. Yeah, I think they let her rock because you could tell that.
So what it is? They're trying to get like people. I heard that they trying to get like they're asking the jury, have you ever been sexually assaulted? Or do you know somebody assaulted? So they're trying to be diverse with it. They're not just trying to get people that's dealt with. Low key trying to get people. It's like a mixture, based off of what I'm hearing. So like they really like trying to.
She honestly just didn't know.
Right.
There was another girl, I didn't get to see her. This is when I was in overflow room, who actually, she knew everything. Like she was like, she's a big fan of the 90s. She named multiple people. Loriann Gibson was on the list, who was Diddy's choreographer and dance instructor for some years. She named her off the list.
She started singing songs. You can hate me now.
No, she didn't start singing songs, but she was the only person I heard that whole day identify Loriann Gibson. So I'm like, oh, she really knows. But she says she used to watch Making the Band a lot.
Yes.
So yeah, they did that whole thing. They also, there was a bunch of different places, like different hotels and things of that nature that, Puff either would have been at, or like people that are of a celebrity or like a certain status go
Right.
to. They were trying to identify, if you know these places, have you been there, whatever.
Was the majority women, men, white, black?
It was mixed.
Really?
It was a very diverse.
Yo, like they not playing. Like they trying to they taking it serious, yo. They really
white,
are.
black, men, women, young, old. It was very, very diverse. There was one man that stood out to me. He actually was a juror who, because they give you these questions and they pull you in and they say, okay, this is the case you're going to do. Here's some preliminary questions, because we were trying to make sure there's no conflict, right?
Right.
So then when
Yeah.
they come back, so when we seen them, this is them coming back after those questions. So a lot of the jurors had to update you and say, yo, since the last time I saw you, here's what's changed. One man got on the stand and basically said, my wife was one of the litigators. Remember that party that Puff had when there was a stampede and people passed away?
Yes.
His wife was one of the attorneys on that case. His wife found out from another woman or another person who was on the jury, who went back and told her significant other that she had seen him just in the pool, and then he works with the wife and was like, oh, you know, your husband's on the Diddy case. And she came to her husband and was like, oh no, I hate him, I don't like him. So when he revealed that, they're like, no,
Yeah,
like,
nah.
Knock him right off.
Diddy's scene was just like, no, I don't like him. It's too definite, even though it's not the husband. There was an old.
They can't do that because then you playing the side. You feel me? It's like your wife like him. Then you gonna paint that narrative in your head like, yeah, my wife don't. You know, we gonna. You know, everybody got. Now this is the thing. This is the thing. Everybody got a monitor. When you got that. When you got a certain perspective over somebody's mind already, you even know what's going on. That perspective never leaves. You feel me? So your decision may be based off of the perspective or the picture the wife painted. You feel me? So yeah, I guarantee you Brody not gonna be on the case or whatever. Brody got to go. You feel me? He said too much. I'm glad he did, because I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what he did. Y'all don't really know what Diddy did. Only Diddy know what he did. You feel me? So it gotta be fair. It has to be fair. It has to be realistic. And bro, this is how I look at it. You feel me? Fair, bro. Cause
older black lady who they talked about, or who was there. A lot of them jurors, y'all saw that Cassie video. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you.
oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't think they was choosing people that saw that video. Yeah, I don't think they was choosing people that saw that video. I did hear that too.
How could they not? It was on CNN. It literally was a CNN exclusive video.
That was the reoccurring theme. People kept bringing that up. So one woman said that she didn't see the full video, but she saw a screenshot of the video, and that it was very can I say
Damning?
Yes.
Yes, you can
it
say
was
that.
very damning.
You're such a prude.
No, I don't know if we can say on the radio, but that got her excluded, meaning they're not going to use her as a juror, because they were like, wait, for you to even, she was like, it was damning.
Judgment, yeah.
It was damning, but I can still make a clear and fair decision.
Yeah.
Diddy's team was like, nah.
Nope.
Hey, y'all, it's Lauren LaRosa.
Nope. They not. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, gang. They not going for it. They are not going for it, bro. If you seen or heard about this case, yeah, they not. What? Not. Nah, man. You can't be a part of it. You can't know doing it with a clear mind, bro. Like they not doing it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even blame you. I don't even blame. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for doing that.
How did he look?
Wait, I don't know what
So
I don't understand about that video is he's not on trial for that.
Exactly.
No, but everybody's seen it, which makes him look bad.
Exactly.
Puts him in a bad light.
And I want to bring
Yep.
this back in the next hour, because I heard something in the courtroom about the video and how it will probably not be used by the prosecutors, even though they are able to admit the original video. And I've been getting a lot of pushback for calling this out, because people are like, that doesn't mean anything, or they can still. And I'm like, no. But you said, how does Diddy look?
Did they look stressed out?
He's definitely a lot thinner. Face is very pale. A lot of gray hair. Some black, but a lot of gray hair. You could tell he was nervous, and he said it in the courtroom.
Yeah, I'm
He
about to
actually
say.
took back-
Ho, you talk ho. I'm about to say, yeah, Diddy said that he don't know what's finna go on. And I mean, I don't think I would have said that publicly based off of all the allegations against me. But because it kind of makes you look like you did something. But then again, you know, might have been this, or this might be like Diddy first time. Nah, it is going through something like this at this extent, to where they hold tell you, feel me, like, fam, you can't move, you can't do this, you can't do that until we get this figured out, until we get you in court, until we get some lawyers involved. Man, a lot, bro. It's a lot. Then you thinking, what about my family? Then you thinking, what the millions I'm spending on these attorneys, these lawyers, blah blah blah. What that money? You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, and these charges, allegations or whatever they call it, I don't know. They serious, bro. This ain't like you slash somebody tire, bro. No, bro. This is like you playing with on both sides, Diddy's side and the other side of the potential victims. So you know, you definitely gonna be nervous. I don't even blame him for being nervous. I mean, let me know what y'all
Excuse
think.
me, Judge. You know I'm a little bit nervous, but you could tell at one point in time I saw, and I was watching him very closely. I saw like his hands shaking a bit, but very involved. He's fighting for his life, literally. Like I mean, he came with like a case of paperwork. He was on the.
Hold on. No, you got some people that's that ain't good. Diddy, but that's good that you fighting for innocent. You feel me? If you innocent, prove it, gang. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to hide. You feel me? Fight. Don't give up because of what.
Tablet sitting next to Brian Steele. He's reading every juror profile as things are happening. Like when that man revealed that his wife was a part of that litigation team, he's reacting with his attorneys. They're having conversations, but he's also, even though he's in all of that, still very like enduring. Like he was making them laugh. Well, they were having a good time.
The shaking of the hand, I don't think makes him nervous, but remember when he was up there, his hand was shaking like that as well. So it might be
nervous.
I don't know if it was nervous or maybe he had something wrong with him.
He was happy in this room.
It was his left hand.
He wiped up that champagne.
I'm sure he's happy.
I remember that. Yeah.
You know, Diddy had his own Met Gala in jail last night. You do know that, right?
Oh my God! See, they play too much.
Jets. Oh my God!
Fine, tailoring black style. They was altering their jail suits.
Yes.
Walking the red carpet, and the carpet is red because it's stained with blood from Bunkies.
Oh my God! All right.
Welcome to.
All right. Yo, they funny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch the rest of this because this Diddy stuff interesting for sure. If I could get this sound to pop back on. Oh shoot, I muted it.
Before we have to wrap this up, and I'm going to bring this back because I have a little bit more. There was one juror who said she had to admit the fact that she saw something on her timeline that she liked, and it was a Diddy joke. And they were like, what was the joke? And she was like, it was something about baby oil. And I was like, she gonna say just hilarious in the Breakfast Club. I just knew. She didn't though.
Oh, okay.
She didn't. She couldn't remember, but I swear to God, I was like, I know she's about to say it. But because of that, they were
There's
like,
been some great jokes from this situation. It really has been some amazing jokes that have been made about this. Okay, and they will never.
Just last question before we move on. Was his family there? Was his sons there? His mom there?
No, not his sons or his mom or his daughters. There was two people in there that I think were there for him, but I don't know for sure, and I couldn't recognize them. But there was a guy with a free Diddy shirt on the first half when I wasn't in the courtroom.
He's definitely not gonna get picked as no juror.
He wasn't a juror. I believe he was just in the stands. I don't know.
Somebody.
Yeah, another one of my reporter friends who was actually in the court with Diddy at the time told me that he was in there and they made him turn the shirt around. So
okay. Wow. All right.
Well, happy birthday, Meek Mill.
Did Meek Mill birthday for real?
Yeah.
Meek did not want that.
He didn't want that right there.
He did not want to be
now.
Meek.
Not right there.
You
could have waited 5.
And you mentioned them at the bottom of the report. Like, why would you do that?
Hey, yo,
Yeah, like it should have started with that.
That was the best way to insert it.
Meek don't want nothing to do with any of this.
That was the best place to insert it.
You could have wished Meek happy birthday anytime during
next
the show.
hour. You could have done 20 minutes.
And you ain't had to ask how Diddy look.
Was he stressed
now
out?
we got to keep an eye on Diddy.
Keep an eye on Diddy tonight, y'all. He's gonna give y'all something. Gonna surprise y'all with something.
All right. Who you giving your donkey to? Thank you for the latest.
4 after the hour, man. You want to talk about bunkies?
No.
We're gonna talk about bunkies. There's a woman named Christina Solomito who exposed her bunkie in public, and we need to discuss. She needs to come to the front of the congregation. We need to have a word with her.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's the breakfast.
All right, yo. Oh man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. I mean, shoot. I say if you innocent, bro, prove it. If you ain't got nothing, prove it. If you ain't got nothing to be scared about, prove it. A lot of allegations. My about the allegations is why did it so long for the people to come out and say something? That's my only question. If y'all can that question, let me know. I appreciate the support. I'm be dropping that heat, man. So y'all stay tuned for it.